got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making, so come give me a...
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing is McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 13. Now he's going to step up and run. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Ready.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Ready. 19, Bronco 80.
Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
The 6-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run with Gibbs. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. So a rock. Rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do?
Rocky.
Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
2 yards. That's good for a Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Viking 18!
And now they'll shift things around.
Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Lions at 1-10 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Viking 18! Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
2 yards on the pickup.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 6. Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Hold me.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
At the 6-yard line.
Sixty Vikings. 60 Vikings.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
What? Because you're going to say my ass crack? I'm saying it's the explicit image.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now a fumble. The ball's out. but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Street, street. Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he stopped immediately there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hey, check them out. Ready, ready?
They go play action here on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, but maybe. But maybe again, maybe it's also what we've had to deal with. Like maybe it's.
They'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through.
But I mean, if people are really sending 4 emails and 3
position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend.
I don't know. I want to chime in and be like, I've had no issues, but I don't know if
that's and it adds to this first half lead.
But if other people are saying the same thing,
Score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points.
we haven't had problems that have had needed her attention. It's been
and that one not returnable.
Like it's been fairly simple. It's been kind of
so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Like I don't know. I wouldn't.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
It's a plate of
and that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
Right back to him on first down. Down to about the 32. He'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's Felton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. McCarthy operating from the gun. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The give, right side for Gibbs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Boy, just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Short answer is it's up to us.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Because she had
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass breakup there.
So like
He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So it's not like she's not protected. There's no harm in getting the second.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
There is no harm in getting early.
And he'll get it out just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Well, it's just that she would do it. Not that she would give it early. She's
the Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Okay.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
It's not that you need the second dose between 4 and 6. You need 2 by then.
Right.
Like, you could have gotten 2. You could have gotten your 2 doses.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. It winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
Get it done.
Second and 10.
No, then I guess we don't need to get it done early. Then.
Well, it's not that there's no need. There's no immediate
Okay, I mean, and we know we're not going this week.
Like she said, obviously, like we're not doing
Back
that.
to throw.
The fact that we're not getting
Now the pressure comes and he goes down.
that
Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Okay, but I'm not
That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
No, well, we're not smart on anybody. I mean, I want to make a big
79 Broncos.
whoever spoke to him.
Back to throw here.
What's
Middle of the field, and he's got a man.
Yes, it was.
And he's going to have the Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here we go, Scott.
Cowboy
80.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a...
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio that once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would kiss it on the ground.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
A toss out right to Gibbs. Down the right sideline.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 6.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran about the Lux Mesa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They mouth
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Here we go, set.
Gibbs straight ahead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 13. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Final minute now of the third quarter.
It's second down.
Now McCarthy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He's got him in. Complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Felton, 69 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Vikings 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here we go, here we go. 19, ready.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Ready.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ready, ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
A 7-yard loss.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
70 Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 140 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. McCarthy. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Lions 37, Vikings 27.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2nd and 10.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass complete. That's Lovett. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
29-yard line.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like
Here we go, start. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 152 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
At the 41-yard line.
Stephanie! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Tag! Cowboy 80. Ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready, ready! Warriors, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Pioneer! Ready,
He'll drop to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Minutes. Have a minute left, so like 5 minutes maybe.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Check. 60. Check. 18 Rattler.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Here's 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
to the air with McCarthy.
He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Lions, it's a second win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life with that me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who said the city?
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up